Great Falls Public Schools remains on the lookout after tipis from two different schools were stolen early Monday morning. MTN's Anissa Coomer spoke with staff about the incident and what you should do if you have any information about the theft.
During the early morning hours of September 29th, thieves targeted Chief Joseph and Loy elementary schools, taking the canvas coverings from two tipis or lodges that are part of the district's Indigenous education program.
Denying the kids at those schools the opportunity to learn more about Indigenous people.
The lodges are stamped property of Great Falls Public Schools, and the canvas alone costs around $1,000 each to replace. But district leaders say their value goes far beyond the price tag.
It's just a great teaching tool to have a lodge to reference to as you're telling kids about the different stories from different tribes about lodges. There's a story about how the Blackfeet got the lodge. There's a story of how the Cree got the lodge. So we can share those stories with those kids right there while they're sitting and looking at it.
Great Falls Public Schools has 20 lodges placed around the district. Students use them for storytelling, reading, and art. Teachers also take classes on lodge etiquette, teaching students not just the structure's history, but its meaning in Indigenous culture.
It was the home. It was where they would go and the families would meet. It's where education happened inside there. Sharing that knowledge with our modern kids helps connect them back to their heritage.
1 in 6 students in the district identify as Native American, representing more than 75 tribes. Altogether, over 1,600 Indigenous students are enrolled in Great Falls Public Schools. The district says the lodges help meet Montana's legal requirement to teach all students about the state's 12 tribes.
These are put up to help that teaching process to everybody. I think it's wonderful when we have all of our different kids sitting in there and asking questions and being able to learn about our culture.
The theft comes just weeks before several major events like Montana's first Indigenous Peoples Day on October 13th and a district-wide 4th grade Indian Games Day later in the month. Coburn says the loss is frustrating, but the district is pushing forward. Graduation rates for Native students have risen steadily, up to 70% today, compared to just 5% 3 decades ago. As for the missing canvases, anyone with information is urged to call local law enforcement. District leaders say every day those canvases are missing is another missed opportunity for students to connect with Indigenous culture and history. In Great Falls, Anissa Coomer, MTN News.
Across the U.S. and Canada, the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation has become a powerful reminder of the children who were taken from their families and forced into residential and boarding schools. In Browning this week, students wore orange shirts in honor of this commemorative day. To celebrate a milestone of 25 years of education, community, and cultural connection on the Blackfeet Reservation, the De La Salle Blackfeet School observed Orange Shirt Day at the Arbor in Browning, where students learned from teachers and cultural leaders about the history of boarding schools, the ongoing impacts on Native communities, and the resilience of the Indigenous tribes and traditions.
Every child matters, and that meaning it means the childs that were sent to residential schools, they felt like they didn't matter. We're still affected today by the things that happen to us and the trauma we have. It's to let every child know that they matter.
The observance reflects a growing movement across North America to acknowledge and learn from the Indigenous residential and boarding schools, honor the children, and commit to a future where every child is valued and celebrated.